Right. Is this working? Can you hear me now? We okay. So I had the microphone plugged in the wrong thing. What you couldn't hear is me saying third week in, and I think we've done it without any problems. However, we've had a problem already. So, oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I had the microphone in the wrong thing. So it all, apart from the fact of no sound, it started off really well. I pressed the right buttons at the right time, and it was all good. Apart from the fact you didn't hear a word that I was saying. But anyway, it's 3:30. It's Wednesday. It's Ignite. Good to have you guys here. I hope you're doing well. We're in lockdown 37 or whatever it is at the moment, and the world is still a little bit crazy, but we are here trying to keep it as normal or as fun as we can with with Ignite. So welcome everybody. Hello Nixon. Hi Barry from Nixon. Hi Nixon. I hope you're well, little man. Hope you're doing really good. How is the whole online schoolwork going? How's that doing? My boys are doing online stuff at the moment, and it's going okay. But they are desperately missing their friends. That seems to be the hardest thing at the moment is not being able to see your friends. But hopefully, all the schoolwork is going well, and you're enjoying it, and you're keeping yourself busy. We've got a great one this afternoon. What have we got coming up? We've got our game in a minute. We've got some pictures sent in, which is fantastic. Always love seeing your pictures. We've got some good jokes. I'm going to say good jokes because I didn't use the digital assistant today. I used a joke book. So I think we've got some good jokes today, but you can decide on that. We've got, oh, there goes the door. I think that's Freddie back from his paper round. We've got the Bible verse of the day. We've got the talk, and we've got a cool craft that you can do. A little bit of recycling with the craft, and we have a challenge of the week. Unfortunately, Adrian can't do the challenge of the week today on medical grounds. We'll come to that later on. That's why Adrian can't do it. So I think I've got George doing it. Adrian can't do it on medical grounds. Freddie can't do it because of his New Year's resolution. Adele can't do it because she doesn't like it. So I think we've got George to do it with me. So that's challenge of the week. And we've got notices right at the end. We've got a really cool notice coming up. Something starting next week. So stay tuned for the notices because it's really cool. Let's have a look. What's Nixon done? Nixon, homeschooling, it's okay. You built an island today for geography. That's cool. That's really cool. What did you use to build your island, Nixon? Did you use Junkcraft? Did you use Play-Doh? I really want to know. And also, more than that, if your mum, Hayley, if you can send me a picture right here at barrettholysaviour.church of Nixon's island, I can show it next week because that'd be fantastic. Junk modeling is what I used. Adrian's got. So in other words, it's a challenge I can't lose. Well, I can lose. It's a good challenge. It's a good challenge. It's a fun one. I saw it on YouTube the other day and I thought, I'm going to have a go at that. I'm going to see if it's possible. So let's start with our game. It's build a house as usual. A little bit like Hangman. You've got to guess the word. Send me a letter in the comments. The first word is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters for the first word. Junk modelling. Awesome. I do love a bit of junk modelling. An R from Nixon. Is there an R? Nixon, there is an R. The second letter is an R. Well done. Adrian with an M. Is there an M? No, there is not an M. So that's the floor of my house. I have to say a thank you and a little bit of a telling off as well. I'm going to give my first telling off over this. Let's just we've got an E from my mum. There is not an E. Last week I was talking about my pen. My pen ran out, and I had a spare one. And I was talking about my Posca pens, and that if Mr. Posca was watching, maybe they'd like to sponsor the show and send me a load of pens. Because really famous YouTubers get all like their stuff sent to them, like, you know, there's all the sponsorship deals. I'm not there yet. I think I don't know how many subscribers we've got, but I don't think it's 100 yet. And I think you need millions to get all that stuff. Anyway, some very kind fellow who I share the name with, called Barry, sent me a lovely letter with some money in it to buy some pens. Barry, that is very, very kind of you. You really didn't have to do that. Please, no one send me money to buy stuff. But thank you very much for that. That was incredibly kind of you, and I'm gonna phone you up later to say thank you. But that was lovely of you. However, if Mr. Ferrari is watching and would like to send me a Ferrari, then go ahead. So what's the next letter? An A. There is an A. There is an A. Hey, Ruth with an S. There is not an S. Now I've got to make sure I play by the rules. I kind of accidentally cheated last week when there was like 2 letters and I only put down one of them. I promise to try not to do that again if that happens. I suppose the bonus of doing online working is that you didn't get wet and blown away by the wind and the rain when going to school today, because you could just do it at home, stay in your pajamas. We've got a W from Nixon. Is there a W, Nixon? No W. We've got a G. There's not a G either. There's not a G either. We got an L from Nixon. There's not an L. And we've got an O from Adrian. There is not an O. That means I've got my chimney. I just need 3 windows and a door. Can I get 3 windows and a door? Oh, I can certainly get 1 window because there's no C. You've got 3 letters left, and I've got 2 windows and a door. This is exciting. Well, I didn't think this word was as hard as some of the words I had last week, but you got them last week. An F. Going for an F, Nixon. I'm afraid there's not an F there, which means 2 windows, 1 window and a door left. A T from Adrian. There's not a T. There's not a T. That means all I need now is a door. Oh dear. An O from Nixon. Oh, we've had an O. We've had an O there, Nixon. There isn't an O. Oh. Am I going to win? Hey, Carly. Carly with a Y. Oh, I'm sorry, Carly. There's no Y, which means I win. Ha ha! Awesome. That the word you were looking for was brain. There you go. Brain was the word today. Or the first game, first word today. Excellent. It's been a while since I've won. So happy with that. Excellent. Brain. There we go. And welcome, Carly. Great to have you here. We're now going to go on to our second game. And our second game, slightly longer word. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters for game 2. So let's see how well you do with this one. Carly, have you been baking today? I've been seeing a lot of your baking photos. They look very, very good. Oh, we've got Catherine, James and Sammy there with an S. Well. I could have lost this game straight away now with that one. Look at that. There is an S. There's 2. Great letter to start off with. Not for me, but for you. Adrian with an E. There is also 2 E's. Ruth, our brain must be switched off. I think it's switched right back on now, though, because you've only given me 2 letters, and yet you've got 4. So there you go. Haley and Nixon with a Y. There's not a Y, I'm afraid. Catherine, James and Sammy with an A. You're on fire, guys. Carly made an old school iced cake today. I like an iced bun. A Belgian bun. I haven't had a Belgian bun in years. I love Belgian buns. An O from Haley and Nixon. There's not an O, but Carly there with the word. Well done, Carly. There's an M. Wow. Look at the difference. First one, I got my complete house. Second one, you only got 2 letters wrong. Man. You were just playing me along on the first game. You're like hustling. Well done. Brain and message, which means I can tell you the theme of well done, but I can tell you the theme of the day now because it might have given it away. The theme today is the medulla what? Yeah, the medulla what? That is the theme of today. It's to do with your brain. We'll be talking about that a little bit later. But you did certainly use your brains on game 2 because you did really well there. Right, okay. So, well done, team from Catherine. That's fantastic. Right, well done, guys. So we've done our game, which must mean we're moving right over to... It's our pictures. Thank you very much for sending your pictures in. It's brilliant. We've got some fun ones today. So on our Sunday service the other day, we had a little challenge where we had to send something in, one of your favorite creations, or maybe a creation that God had created, or just what one of your favorite creations was. And Alfie did a picture for us. You could either make this creation out of Lego or junk, or you could draw it or paint it or whatever you had, Play-Doh, whatever. But Alfie did a rainbow, and look at that. With 2 rainbows. Top one there, he's painted, which looks awesome. And the one underneath, well, it's using glitter. And we all know I don't like glitter, but it's still pretty awesome, Alfie, I have to say. But there is a lot of glitter on there. And your mum, Victoria, was saying that she shared my view of glitter, certainly after the finished result of that. But well done, Alfie. That was fantastic. And then Mina also did a picture, and I can't remember. Look at this. This is fantastic. It's a pyramid, but it's done on a computer or a tablet using an app, and I can't remember what the app was called, but I seem to remember that it kind of sounded like gerbil, because when Mina first said what she'd done, I thought she'd made a creation out of gerbils, but it's not out of gerbils. Look at that. It's like out of elastic bands and stuff that's been done on the computer, and it's fantastic. There's a pyramid with the sky behind it, and that's fantastic. If anyone can remember what that program's called, I'd love to know, because that was fantastic. But it does, apparently it sounds a little bit like gerbil, but it's not gerbil. If you've got gerbils at home, don't make any craft out of them. They won't like it. Okay, so our next picture I got sent yesterday, and it was it kind of made me laugh and made me feel a little bit queasy at the same time. So Rob sent me a picture in of Sammy, and I know Sammy is watching today, and so Rob sent me this picture in. Basically, Sammy was doing some craft at the table, which is fantastic. Love a bit of craft. And then Rob and Catherine turned their back for a split second, only for Sammy to find the glitter. And then Sammy proceeded to cover the table, the artwork, and probably himself in glitter. And as I said before, I really don't like glitter. Horrible. You can you'll be finding that for years. I'll tell you what, when Sammy is 18 years old, he'll still be finding some of that glitter. But well done. Thank you for those pictures. They're absolutely fantastic. I love it when you send your pictures in. So if you have a picture you want to send me, send it right here, barrettholysaviour.church. And it'll be great to show it on the show next week. I can't wait. So yeah, please send me your pictures of whatever you're doing. It doesn't have to be a craft. It could be maybe something you've baked. Maybe Carly's iced cake that she's made. You could send that in. But yeah, whatever you've got, send me a picture of it. Maybe some of your homework. Maybe you've done a really cool bit of homework for your online learning at school you want to show me. It'd be fantastic. Just let me see. And right here, barrettholysaviour.church. and we will show them. Okay, brilliant. Right, there are our pictures, which must mean it's now time for... So it's jokes from our digital assistant, except they're not actually from the digital assistant today. They are from a joke book. I got fed up because the digital assistant obviously didn't get a new joke book for Christmas and kept on giving me the same old jokes that weren't funny. So I went and looked in a joke book that someone gave to me. You let me know whether you think these jokes are good or whether they're bad in the comments. Good or bad in the comments, what you think about these jokes. But I thought they were better than we've had recently. Okay, here we go. Joke number one. So the other day, I went into WH Smith's and I said, "Do you keep stationery?" And they said, "No, sir. We move about a bit. Otherwise, we get terribly stiff." That was funny. That was a good one. I like that one. Let me know if you like that one. Joke number two. The other day, I was in a clothes shop. I said to the person there, can I try those trousers on in the window? And they went, "No, sir. You'll have to use the changing rooms like everybody else." Oh, okay. Joke number three. Here we go. Why was the young pharaoh confused? Because his daddy was a mummy. There we go. I thought they were good jokes. I like them. Tell me, 1, 2, or 3. What was your favourite joke there? I think I'm going to use the clothes shop one again. I'm certainly going to use that in the future. I do like a joke. If you've got any really good jokes you want to send me, or just share them on here, just either send them to me on email, barry@holysavior.church, or just pop them up here and we'll read them out if you've got any funny ones. But excellent. Okay. So we are now going to have the Bible verse of the day. And the Bible verse of the day is... Jesus has the power of God. His power has given us everything that we need to live and to serve God. And that comes from 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. I'll read it again. Jesus has the power of God. His power has given us everything we need to live and to serve God. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. His power has given us everything we need to live and to serve God. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And we're going to look at that right now with, do you remember the theme of today was the medulla what? So here we go. So the medulla oblongata. Now that's a word. That's a great word to try and say. Can you say that with me? So we start off with the medulla. So it's medulla. Can you say that? Medulla. And then the second word is oblongata. You say that? Oblongata. So the medulla oblongata is a fun to say, but it's also very important. You see, it's part of the brain that sits right on top of your spinal cord. Here we go. So there you go. There's your brain at the top, and that pink bit where the arrow's pointing to, that kind of goes onto your neck. That is the part of the brain that's called the medulla oblongata. So there you go. So it's the part of the brain that sits right on top of your spinal cord, and it acts sort of like a messenger service. You see, your brain sends out messages to tell the rest of your body what to do. And at the same time, your spinal cord sends messages back to the brain telling it what the body is up to. And all these messages are passed back and forth by the medulla. Now, the medulla also controls your heartbeat and your blood pressure and your breathing. And these are called your autonomic functions. That's another great word, autonomic. the stuff, and this is the stuff that your body does without even thinking. Imagine having to tell your heart to beat every time, or telling your lungs to breathe in and out again. The medulla takes care of all of that for you. Even things like coughing and sneezing and swallowing. Now, have you ever stopped to think about all the things God takes care of for you as well? Like giving you air to breathe and the sun to wake up to each morning. When you stop to count your blessings, do you count the blessings of fingers to count on? Or of knowing how to count? Or of having a voice to count with? The greatness of God and his gifts are all around you. So remember to thank him for each and every one. That's fantastic. I really like that. Yeah, I mean, we count on our fingers, but do we ever think that we're blessed to have fingers? We're blessed to be able to talk. It's all blessings all around us that we take for granted every single day, probably. But yeah, how cool is that? And how blessed we are that we don't have to tell our heart to beat all the time. Beat, 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 beat. Otherwise, we won't have time to do anything else. Or we don't have to tell our lungs to breathe in and breathe out and breathe in and breathe out, because then we just wouldn't have time to do anything else, have it do all the fun stuff. Amazing, amazing. Right, now we are going to do a craft now, and it's going to be a craft where you can use your brain, because we're going to make a puzzle. Now, I said earlier that it's like a recycling sort of craft, and it is, because I don't know about you, but I got some Christmas cards, and I haven't got rid of them yet. I've still got some Christmas. Look at that one. There's a snowman by the door, and there's a Christmas tree on there. I've still got some Christmas cards, and I always find them really hard to get rid of. But in the end, so I normally end up with like a bit of a pile of Christmas cards, and the same thing with birthday cards. So if you've got any leftover Christmas cards that you haven't thrown away yet, or maybe you've had a birthday recently, you've got some birthday cards, you can use them. Or if you haven't got that, find a nice picture in a magazine that makes sure that whoever's magazine it is has finished with it, but you can just use a magazine as well. So what you need to do first is to just cut the front bit off of the card. Okay, now you can use a pair of scissors, or I'm going to use a craft knife just to speed it up. If you're going to use a craft knife, be very careful. Make sure you have a parent or a carer, someone older, to help you with doing that, because I don't want any accidents. Okay, so once you've cut the back off, you don't need that. You just need that bit. Now, you don't have to do this bit if you've got a card. If it's a birthday or Christmas card, you don't have to do this bit. But if you've got a picture from a magazine, you will have to do this bit. Okay, because a Christmas card and a birthday card is thick enough, but a bit of paper from a magazine isn't. So you need to grab yourself another piece of card that's bigger than the first one, and get some glue, and then you want to stick really put a lot of glue all around and inside your card or your picture. You can, if you've got a card like I have, you can still glue it onto another bit of card. It just makes it thicker, which isn't a bad thing. And then stick that on top of your bit of card. Okay, just make sure that's nicely stuck down. There we go. There we go. Nicely stuck down. Now, once you've done that, you just want to cut around the edge to cut that card off. So again, I'll just do it here with the craft knife. Don't just grab a knife from the kitchen. That's very dangerous, and it's the wrong sort of knife. It won't work. So don't do that. Use a pair of scissors if you don't have a craft knife or someone to help you. There we go. Now, I've cut my card out. There you go. Now what you want to do is you want to cut this card up, and you can cut it up in whatever way you want. You can use your scissors, or you can use your craft knife. You can cut funny shapes to do it, and whatever you really want. But what I think is a really nice way of doing it is just cut it in lines, in strips, but make those strips different sizes. There we go. So make them, just cut them up. So there you go. You can see it's wider at the bottom than it is at the top. And there you go. You can cut them just like that. Keep going till you're nearly to the end. I think I'll do one more cut. There you go. And there is my puzzle. And you can mix them all up and then try and put them in the right order. And if they're on card, they're easier to hold and to move about. But what's good about this is that if you had, you could get maybe a toilet roll, an old toilet roll, and you can seal the bottom of it with a bit of paper, and you can decorate it, and then you can put your puzzle pieces into your toilet roll, and that could keep it. And that's a good way to store a puzzle like this. And if you make this, and if you start doing these puzzles, and you find that it starts to get really easy, what you could then do is cut each one in half, and then that kind of doubles up your puzzle and doubles up how hard it is. So there you go. That is the craft today, and it is making your very own puzzle. There we go. As I say, if you're going to use a craft knife, if you've got one, be extremely careful. But it's so easy to do it with scissors. It was just quicker for me to use the knife today. But I would probably use scissors, because scissors are fine. Scissors are really good. Okay, so that was the craft, which means now it's time for the challenge of the week, and I'm going to need George to come down. So I'm going to have to mute myself so I can shout out to him. So hang on a minute. Okay, so I just shouted out to George. He is coming downstairs as we speak to take part in this. So, hi, George. Let's just go first with... Okay, so George. Hello, George. How are you? George is going to help me do the challenge of the week today. And for this challenge of the week, you are going to need a blindfold. I couldn't find a blindfold, so I'm using a mask. It's a new mask. This hasn't been used yet, so I'm going to use a new mask I'll take my glasses off. We're going to use a new mask for blindfold, okay? We're going to take it in turns. Now, this is a great challenge. We have 2 bowls of M&Ms, okay? Now, both bowls are the same. As you can see in there, there is a green one, a brown one, a yellow one, a blue one, and a red one. Okay. These are peanut M&Ms, but you can do it with just the chocolate M&Ms. This is why Adrian isn't doing it. Adrian's not doing this game on medical grounds because he's allergic to chocolate, and Freddie's not doing it because he's given up chocolate for his New Year's resolution. He's going to try and not eat any chocolate for a whole year. Adele doesn't like chocolate. So basically, this game is, I saw this on YouTube. They say that you can taste colors. So we're going to be blindfolded. You'll do it first, and then I'll do it. And you'll take one at a time, and you'll tell me what you do. You'll be blindfolded. You'll pick one out, show it like that to the camera so they can see what color it is. Put it in your mouth, eat it. Tell me what flavor it is.
The normal chocolate one's probably going to be better because these are different sizes. Just saying.
Well, I might. Who knows? I don't know. So I've got a sheet here. I'll write your name on it. Now I know who's playing with me. So there we go. George. So yeah, apparently you can taste flavors. So you can, yes, you can taste flavors. You can taste, you can taste colors. It's a thing. And I saw this guy do it. He did it, and his mate did it. It was on Good Mythical Morning. One of them couldn't do it, and the other one got, I think, 4 out of 5. Okay,
so that's a Link.
Link did it. So what I'll do is I'll watch which one George picks out. So if George picks out the yellow one first, I'll go to the yellow, and I will write next to that what color George reckons that is. Okay, so can you see anything?
I can see light, but that's it.
Okay, right. I am putting the bowl in front of you. So hand, there is the bowl. Okay.
Yep.
So just one at a time. Remember to show it to the camera. And yeah, go on, George. You can start. Okay. What flavor?
Brown.
You think that is the flavor brown?
The peanut is really overpowering it.
Okay, there you go. Right, next one. Show the camera. Okay, got that? You can do this at home. It's a great game.
I think that's yellow.
Yellow. Okay.
Blue.
Blue. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a tricky one?
It's either green or yellow. I'm going to go green.
I'm going to go green. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, no, I think that one's brown.
Yeah.
That other one I said brown. Change it to the one that I've got left.
You haven't got any left.
No, the colour that I haven't picked.
No, but you think this one is brown.
I think this one's brown. The other one, change it to the colour I haven't picked yet.
What colour was that? I can't change it to that.
What do you mean?
Well, because you can't remember what that was.
Red. I've done red. Done brown. Done blue.
Yeah.
Done yellow.
No, I'm not changing it.
Okay.
Not changing it. You get one shot. Okay. So I'm going to mark. Keep your blindfold on. That is what George got. Okay. Keep your blindfold on. Okay. Take blindfold off.
I'm not looking.
Did you look? Did you see?
No, I didn't see.
Right. Okay. So basically, if I pick out a yellow, you write whatever colour I say it is. Okay. Okay. Let's. This is good. So last week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last week, I think it was. I was challenged Adele to a game of Uno, and Adele won, which meant we're tied. So I mean, this could be a tie, but I'm hoping I'm going for a win. Okay, so I cannot see anything. Do you want to move them around in case I've memorized what order they're in? Okay, ready? Yeah?
Yeah. What was that?
Okay. First one? Yeah?
Yep. You're not chewing.
I'm going red.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
You do it wrong.
Okay.
I think it's between yellow and green. I'm going to go yellow.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Green.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Yep.
Blue.
Okay.
Now, I think like you, I don't think I've said brown.
You're not changing it.
No, but this has to be brown because I don't think I've said brown. Oh, I think I should say brown, but I think it's red. Do you know what? Like the first one, I think I said the first one was red, and I think this one's red.
You can't change the first one.
I can't
You
change it.
didn't let me change it.
No, but I think red and brown taste very similar. I'm going to go red.
Okay. Do you want me to mark it like you did to mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hide it.
Don't look yet. It's on the screen.
Yeah. Is it hid?
All right, you can do it now.
Oh, right. Okay. There we go. So, can we taste colours? George, you got one correct. What did I get?
One.
Oh, what?
You got the top. You got the last one correct. You got red correct. You got none of the others.
Really?
Yeah. The first
So
one
I
you
got-
picked up was brown.
If I'd said brown at the end.
No, yellow. Sorry. The first one picked. Yeah, like
The
yellow.
last one I thought was between brown or red. I would have got two. So, there
That
we
was the last one you did. That red one was correct.
Oh, okay. The last one I
The
did.
last one you did
yeah,
was
yeah.
correct. That first one, yellow,
Yeah.
you said was red.
Oh, so. Oh, what?
I thought. I'm glad I got the brown because I think the brown tastes like chocolate, more like chocolate.
I think the brown tastes like chocolate, but it also the strawberry one. Oh, I'm really annoyed. Okay, so that means it's a half. So we got. Let's put it there. We got a tie. I didn't like that. I thought I was going to be better at that. So there we go. We tied. So we're still on a tie at the moment on challenge of the week. Oh, what a shame. I'm going to try that later.
I think they all taste the same apart from the brown one.
No, I don't know. I tasted differences. They obviously don't taste like
How do you think they taste?
no. But there you go. There's a game you can play at home. All right. Thank you very much, George. I'll see you later. Right. So that was challenge of the week. If you do that at home, let us know how you get on. I'd love to know if you do anything as stupid as that. Let's put the logo back on. There you go. If you want to send anything in, right here, barrett@holysaviour.church. Okay, so that is the end. We're coming to the end. We're going to have our notices in a bit, but let's just finish. With a prayer. Dear God, you have blessed us in more ways than we can count. Please show us something new to thank you for each and every day. And everybody said, Amen. Well, guys, thank you for joining us. It's been great to have you here today. And just to let you know, things that we've got coming up tomorrow at 8 p.m. in the evening is Adrian's pub quiz. That's always a lot of fun. If you want to join that, it is on Zoom. You can find the details on the church Facebook page, which most of you are on at the moment, unless you're watching on YouTube. But scroll down, you can find the details how to join us on Zoom for that. On Saturday, Messy Church is back. So it's our January Messy Church. It's at 10:30 on Facebook and YouTube. Join us for that. We're going to be talking about Noah's Ark. Going to be a lot of fun. It is also our 9th birthday. So very excited about that. Who knew that Messy Church was also going to get a lockdown birthday? But there you go. 9th birthday on Saturday for Messy Church. And the other bit of news is starting next week. It's going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's going to start at 11 a.m. We are bringing back BBC TV. Bearded Barry's Church Television is coming back. Lockdown 3 edition. And so join us Tuesdays and Thursdays for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're probably going to do things a little bit different to last time. Not everything's been sort of sorted out yet. We might have some co-hosts as well. Probably won't have Freddie this time because he's going to be doing his schoolwork upstairs. But hopefully you'll have time to have a break and to watch us for half an hour or 3/4 of an hour, however long it is, or you can watch it later in the day. But it'd be great to have you join us live so you can interact and play with the games and all the different bits we're going to be doing. But that's BBC TV, Bearded Barry's Church Television, back next Tuesday and Thursday at 11 in the morning. And Ignite will still be here on a Wednesday at 3:30 in the afternoon. So we'll be on live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, just at the different times. So tune in for that. It'll be great to have you here. And hopefully there'll be some really cool surprises in store for the new BBC TV. So that is fantastic. Thank you very much for being part of that. And if you've got any pictures you want to send in, as I said before, send them right here at barry@holysaviour.church, and I can show them on BBC TV as well. It'll be fantastic. So guys, thank you very much for joining us. Have a great rest of the day. Stay safe. Hope the schoolwork goes well, and I will see you. I'll probably see you next time I see you. Will hopefully be Messy Church on Saturday. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.